Eso, amor. Okay. Amor. Amor. a very productive way to coach children.
Not only does positive coaching help kids to improve, but most importantly, helps them to enjoy the sport because we concentrate on what they do well. In addition, if the child or student has to practice the same technique over and over again, they are soon going to get bored. The chances of getting better are less likely, and they will not enjoy the session. Remember that the child is the most important person when teaching. If half a session is spent working on getting the ball over the net, you will see very little improvement, so vary the activities. Being positive also means giving praise for effort and not just for ability. Good teachers concentrate on praising effort, how hard the player tries, because they know that the players will try harder and will make greater improvements. It is important to show encouragement, not just through the words you use, but also through your body language and facial expressions. Little tips such as crouching down to their level, smiling, clapping, or giving a thumbs up when they achieve something is important to young players. Make sure you work on the things they can do and don't worry about what they can't do. If a child can see their own improvement, they will stay interested in the game and will be happy to work on the areas they find more difficult. Finally, remember to ask children questions and listen to their answers. Communication is very important for improvement. So now that we've explained the principles of being a positive coach, why not take a look at some of the other video guides available with intersport.com. Of movement and outline the variety of drills and activities that are covered in the series. It is important that children are taught the ABCs of athletic skills and movement because these are key skills in tennis and in any sport. Parents and teachers should know when, why and how the different skills link to tennis so that they can help children learn a particular tennis skill. In the tennis movement section at intersport.com, we focus on the building blocks of athletic skills and movement. These are balance, agility, coordination, speed and strength. Here you will find a wide range of activities, from a movement drill focusing on foot speed to a dynamic balance drill that helps children improve the tennis skills they need to play. Many of these guides are demonstrated on either a red or orange court with relatively young players. However, this does not mean they are limited to these players only. Within many of the guides, we will suggest a possible progression or regression to the drill or activity to enable you to make it easier or more difficult for your child or group of students. So now that we've talked about the ABCs of athletic skills and movement, why not check out some of the tennis movement drills and activity guides? We're going to look at the importance of the ready position. The ready position should really be taught from the outset. It is an easy skill to learn, and if young players are encouraged and reminded to get into the ready position for the next return as soon as they've hit the ball back, the skill soon becomes second nature. To begin, the player should have both hands on the grip and lower part of the racket handle. The feet should be shoulder width apart. The knees need to be slightly bent so that the player is ready to move in any direction, and the weight should be over the front of the feet. Finally, the head should be level and the eyes forwards to help concentrate on the flight of the ball. The player should also learn to split step in order to be fully prepared when the opponent returns the ball. To do this, the player uses both feet to push up and leave the ground by a few inches, before landing and then moving quickly to the ball. Remember, this is the position the players should start from and return to each time they hit the ball. So once the players have mastered the ready position, well, let's look at the benefits of this drill and how it helps children learn to play tennis. In tennis, you need to use both legs and arms to move and to hit the ball. This drill will develop the basic skills required to do this effectively, including the coordination of both hands, keeping balanced while moving sideways, and being able to change direction quickly. Set 2 parallel lines of 6 cones 2 meters apart, and place appropriate colored balls on top of 1 row of cones. To regress or progress the drill, either decrease or increase the number of cones and the distance between the 2 lines. The player should start at the end of the line of cones without the balls on top and move between the cones, picking up 1 ball at a time and putting it down on the next cone on the opposite line. The player can pick up the ball with one or both hands and then swap it over to the other hand to put it down. Perhaps start with two hands and then progress to only one. Make sure the player keeps upright and bends the knees to get lower rather than from the hips. Introducing a competitive aspect to the drill is always a good idea if you have a group of orange or green players. Have two teams with an equal number of players and see which team can complete the drill the quickest. So that's the switch drill. Make sure you check out the other coordination, agility and balance drills and activities.